The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We're kicking into a holiday weekend, Memorial Day
Friday,
weekend.
coming into that long weekend. Gotta love it.
Big time. Dow right now down 54, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are off 7, gold down a buck, trading 13.03. We get silver down 10 cents, $16.59. Light sweet crudes, that's taking a hit. It's down $2, $68.71. And notes and bonds, folks, that's the story. You talk about a fast move, too. We get the 10-year up 12 ticks, 119.28. 30-year up a full point, 143.24. And both of those, you talk about an expansion of volume, folks. I haven't seen this for quite some time. And what you got, and it's probably a combination of, you know, bottom line is that people have done well shorting the bond market. You know, it's been down for a long period of time. When you take a look at these volumes, you know, my take is that this is now counter trend bounce. This is a continuation of lower rates are coming at us. We take a look at this. Wednesday, we had 2.8 million contracts. Yesterday, you had 3.7 million contracts. And that's how you want to get back inside a range, and that's what we did.
Definitely.
You know, that's bringing the 10-year down to 2.930.
Yeah.
And bottom line is that...
No, pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just at 305, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 311. Look at that.
There you go.
311.
There you go.
The King Dollar, you know, so King Dollar's hanging tough, man. You know, King Dollar's over this December 12th high.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's the other one. Some dollar strength for sure.
For sure. And if we take a look at King Dollar, what you're going to see, the swing point here that I suspect we're going to go after now is this, it's 95, there it is right there, 95.060 on a continuous contract. So it's almost another penny higher. Bottom line is that, you know, when you take a look at this on the monthly, folks, this is actually strong. I mean, look at that bar. That's a good bar.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, 91.595 to 94.
It's been a big 45 days, really. But
yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Foot Locker. You know, bottom line, we've been talking about some of these retailers that made it back from the death bed. Here's Foot Locker.
Pretty remarkable. I mean, look at last earnings, I would guess, is where they were there in terms of that's just about 3 months ago, you know?
Yeah.
And quite a different story in terms of back over all of those highs, basically.
Let's see what they're saying out here.
Yeah.
So...
there you go. Oh,
that's it. Okay. Yep. So, look at that.
And that's the number I saw floated around as in just earnings blowing it away. 145 versus 125. They had revenue of 2.02 versus 1.96. Comp sales down 2.8 versus an estimate of 3.6. Okay, pretty interesting how it's all about expectations, right? In terms of comp sales still negative, but it's all expectations. And they're supposed to be worse. And it's probably in that, you know, earnings beat, revenue beat, same-store sales beat when you combine them all. You know, if they didn't have this to go along with it, I'm sure the earnings and the revenue, then that might not be a comp sale big deal.
And you know what's so intriguing about that, too? Well, I guess Foot Locker's been down compared to, you know, we had Best Buy yesterday, and, you know, they nailed that stock.
Yes.
And, you know, they're still growing. Their comp sales are up. But the internet sales weren't up enough.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, pretty wild.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here, and we're going to get a low volume market out here today, folks.
I know. Is anyone still in the market? What's going on? No.
Well, no, you know, you make a good point here. And you know, market participants, think about what this market's done. It goes down, it shakes off any type of news. As it goes up, it shakes off any type of news. What seems to be happening is that just market participants in general are not paying attention to news anymore. Yeah. We're in this small range, and it's tiny, man. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like, I mean, Trump is coming out this morning and says, yeah, now this just came across that pivots again, that it could happen. It's not happening June 12th, just so you know, folks, okay? But it just pivoted again. So Trump pivoted from an abrupt cancellation of the planned summit with Kim Jong-un saying it may still happen, originally scheduled the 12th. Yeah.
And how about Gap? Because Gap, another story in terms of getting hit hard today.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Gap, I got to find it. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. GPS.
Yes.
Okay. So, oh, yeah, look at this thing. Oh, my God. Okay,
yeah.
So you got it down $4. It's $28. Getting taken apart. Let's see what they have to say.
There you go. So where are we? Let's see. So earnings per share, 42 versus 46.
Okay.
So they miss on earnings.
Yeah.
Interesting, though. They beat on revenue pretty decently.
Yeah.
3.78 billion versus 3.6. And let's see. Maybe there's a little guidance in there for this type of a drop in terms of 10% negative. They're beaten on revenue. Comp sales 1% versus 1.5. Nothing too staggering, right? Deeper than expected sales drop at namesake stores.
Yeah, because Gap owns a lot, I think. Let's see what they own.
A little bit of a decreased margins. Yeah, go ahead. No, they do. They have a plethora of.
Let's see. So it doesn't say. Yeah, hit more if you hit more. Oh, the Banana Republic. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Old Navy.
There you go.
Okay,
yeah.
Old Navy, Banana Republic.
I mean, just those three alone, right? Old Navy, Banana Republic, and the Gap.
Oh, and Baby Gap. Kids Gap, Baby Gap, all of them.
Yeah.
Yep. When we take a look at that baby in general. Oh, look at that. That's going to try to get $30. Yeah, it's going to go back inside its lower range again. Now, here's a classic, too. You see it takes a high out, 36 million versus 52, makes a high with 15. Now this is the danger point. Then it comes down with 41, way up, and that was your first indication that you had basically operators getting out, big fund getting out. Bitcoin. Let's see where we're at Bitcoin here. Yeah, so 74.89, and inside the Nadex platform, folks, the spreads start Monday morning, 8 o'clock. They finish up weekly spreads. This is Bitcoin 3 o'clock Friday afternoon, and real easy to basically wrap your head around this Nadex platform. Just go over to our website, hit the banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these trade.
It's been quite a trickle to negative territory.
It has.
To jump back
this
to
week,
that
right?
chart. Yeah. Well, no, since about May 4th. Look at that. I mean, we're up at 9,800. Call it May 4th, right? Okay. And I mean, talk about a down channel, right? I mean, you're talking about no reprieve, basically. I mean, yeah, there might have been a bit of a reprieve May 21st. Yeah. But geez, that's a pretty tight line in terms of just straight downward. So if you had been in here shorting this Bitcoin on the Nadex spread, man, there's almost no wrong you could do in terms of over the last 3-4 weeks on a steady basis. So we're sitting just under 7,500. We spiked to about 7,350 this morning, but it seems like every day it's a slow trickle, $100, $200, $300 to the downside. Nothing as scary and volatile as we're used to, but that'll add up.
That'll add up.
That'll add up for sure.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Dow right now is down 29. Nasdaq's up 17. S&P is down 2.5. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials right now down 9, Nasdaq's up 22, S&P's down 2. And folks, this is it. Over the weekend, you're going to have the last shot to get your Tiger dollars. That's how you can save quite a bit of money at product at TFNN. If you have any product you're getting right now, any newsletters right now, you're looking for any in the future, great way to do it. Tiger dollars, no expiration date, totally transferable. Bottom line, good for our product at TFNN.
Yeah, so come on over to the front page. It runs through Monday. We'll bring it down on Tuesday morning. So get over there, get your Tiger dollars. There's 3 different options, whether it's 500, 1,000, or 1,500. You're getting a minimum 20% bonus, which is usually what you have to spend 1,500 for. And you go 20, 30, or 40%. Like you said, you can use them for anything. And so I just went over to TFNN. So I logged into my account. I got 5,000 Tiger dollars in there.
Okay, so first you log in, right?
So first you log in, right? And right after you log in, this is your login page it gets to.
Right.
Okay. So for people that don't understand it, you know, this is where your balance will be.
Yeah.
So if you do the 500, you get 600. Here's your 600, right? Click here to use your Tiger dollars, okay? And when you go over here, so here's your balance, okay? 5,000.
Yeah.
And this is where a number of the subscriptions are going to come up. Now, if you have a subscription, now this is great. I thought, and this is just one account I have of one of my email addresses.
Yeah.
And so if you have a subscription, it's going to know that because it's your member account.
Okay.
And it's going to be, you can extend it. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't have it, you can just click here to get it now. So like Market Insights, for instance, right? So you want to do a month of Market Insights, okay?
Yeah.
You have 5,000 Tiger Pass credits, okay? You'll put in how many Tiger credits do you want to use? Well, I'm ordering a month of 169, and I'm going to apply 169 so that I'm not going to have nothing charged to my credit card.
Right.
Now, you do put in your credit card here, but that's just setting up a recurring payment, so if your Tiger dollars ever run out, you can stay active. You can always cancel it, and you can always apply your Tiger dollars. So what this does is this gets you the 1 month, okay? And then going back, the next time you go and log back in, you'll be a current subscriber, and then at that point, you'll see an extend right next to Market Insights, okay? And then when you go into the extend, well, it's very simple. How many months do you want to apply? Well, I want to extend my subscription in Fibonacci by 2 months, all right? Perfect. Well, we're going to process that. You'll get it. You'll be hooked up. You'll be good to go, and you'll be all set.
Pretty easy.
So it's just that simple. Like I said, you log into it, use your Tiger dollars the moment, and it's an automatic process, as in, you know, if you do this Saturday, right? you go in there, you buy your Tiger dollars, you go in there and you order your product. That's immediately there. You know, whether you're signing up for Steve's Mastering Probability, you gain instant access to those archives. You know, you're an automatic member. It's as seamless as using your credit card, and
technology.
You lock in all those savings. You gotta love it for sure. So check it out, get it done, and lock in those savings before Monday for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. So how about Amazon, right?
Yeah. So this is an amazing
provide a little
story.
humor combined with the market, man, and a little bit of fear for sure.
Oh, baby. So Echo is secretly recorded a family's conversation and sent it to a random person in their contact list.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. So the story is that a family's in their kitchen, living room, having a conversation. All of a sudden, they start getting texts saying that that you've been hacked, your Alexa's been hacked. And what had happened is that basically somehow they had a conversation and didn't realize that Amazon was basically like thinking it was talking to them.
Right.
And so it said, you know, Amazon Alexa, create a message and then record a message and then send it to my contacts and then confirm it. And before they knew it, their conversation was recorded and sent via text
to one of their friends.
To one of their friends. And so Amazon responded and said, you know, they're looking back into this to say, so Amazon woke due to a word in a background conversation like Alexa.
Yeah.
And then the conversation was heard as send a message, at which point it said to whom. And then it was interpreted as a customer's contact list. And then Amazon asked out loud, is contact name right, as in correct? And then they interpreted whatever was said as correct. And
isn't that wild?
It is. And it seems like, you know, it's one of those far off if what they're saying is true, right? Where, you know, if it was all of these coincidences in a row.
Right.
But guess what? I mean, that's the law of like averages, as in, you know, it's a law of numbers. It's a law of like big numbers, as in you got hundreds of millions of people using it in their house.
Right.
They're using it every single day. At some point, there's going to be a conversation that might line up like that. But geez, I mean, I wonder what they were talking about.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
But you jump over to Amazon stock, man, life is good. We're almost at all-time highs.
Exactly.
1611, all-time high of 1638. I think we're up 0.5% today. Yeah, 0.5% today. Market not too afraid of anything to do with Big Brother in your home at all.
So we get a question on the bonds, like where do you think this run can go? So my take on this, I'm going to pull up first a long bond on a continuous contract, because the way that this has come off the bottom, my take is that this is not a counter trend bounce, which you know, if that's the case, it's going to be really wild. Like really, because you know the aspect. So I get this. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on a 15-year chart.
Yes.
So what we did is this: we go back to the highs are what, that's 2016, right? So you're talking 2 years ago.
Yes.
177. When you look at this, I believe this, and we can, let's see, 177 to 148, so you got what, 27, 29.
Yep.
And that would give you down to 120, and what do we make it to?
No. 130.
Oh, good, 130. Yes. Oh, we made it to 140. Okay, so it didn't even do an ABC down, a full one. So my take first off would be that what you get game on here is like at least the 148. 148 is the lows of, you know, basically where we broke down from. Now, if I put this on a continuous contract, no, not a continuous. That was the continuous contract.
Yes.
We just put it on a daily.
Short term,
you got 147.03. That's, I mean, this broke this, you know, downtrend with conviction. And, you know, when you break a downtrend or an uptrend with conviction, bottom line, that's, you know, it's like, okay, that's where it wants to go. So that'd be the first move that I'd suspect it's going to go to. The thing that's going to get intriguing here is that does this get up there and then we go sideways for another year or 2 years?
Okay.
And then by that time, you know, let's say 2 or 3 years from now, you get in a small recession or whatever, and then it pops higher. You know, I think it's, you know, even though my take is that, yeah, bonds still want higher price, lower yield, and it has to do with the amount of people that are just, the demand is huge. It's still huge.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so when we look internationally, you know, we know, okay, so right now Italy is almost broke. A great place to go. But the market will lend money to Italy at 2.4% for 10 years.
Yes.
We're at 2.9%. So
Yeah.
to me, this rate is still high when you look at these world rates.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll see where it shakes out. But that's the good news for all of us is that that's telling me that these rates are not going to go dramatically higher as quick as we may have thought they would, you know, run up to that 4%.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so that's what it looks like. You know, if we now the other, not the other side of that, but what that is also saying is that money is, you know, shifting into that market so they can make sure they want to get their money back. And that could make sense too, because I think all the easy money's been made in the market. We've been up for 7 years. So now it's like, if you get new money, do I put it in the market? Or what's the risk versus reward right now? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow is down 23, Nasdaq's up 21.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The TFNN Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special has just been announced. For 1 week only, we're doubling the bonuses that we normally give out with any Tiger Dollar purchase. Normally, when you purchase Tiger Dollars, you can receive a 10, 15, or 20% bonus with your purchase, but through Memorial Day only, we've doubled the bonuses to 20, 30, and even 40%. This is one of the best Tiger Dollar sales that we offer, and they only come around a couple times a year, so don't let it pass you by. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN newsletter or service, and they never expire. So whether you're already a subscriber and want to add savings to your monthly or yearly subscription, or you're thinking about signing up for anything in the future, now is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. For all the details on the Memorial Day Tiger Dollar Special, visit the front page of TFNN.com before this deal ends May 28th.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the markets basically flat out here. You get the Dow down 4, Nasdaq's up 24, S&Ps are down 2.5, and
yeah. So let's talk about
Activision, right?
Is that no? I don't. Is it okay? Activision Blizzard. Is that the name of the company? I'm not even sure what. Let's see. I'm not even sure if they're ATVI. Okay, yeah, they're a public company.
Oh, it might not be theirs though. I
think you jumped ahead. I'm not sure either. Yeah. No. Okay. It's not. No. That's it. That had me all confused there. Okay. So Fortnite, if people have heard about it, I played this game. I said with some friends. So
this is you're playing with Eddie and Eve.
Yeah.
You told me about it.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So it's interesting how it's a free game.
It's free to play.
But the world is changing, right, in terms of how you take in. So it's a massively popular game. And what it is, it's a you know, war game, combat game, shooting game, all that. And so you can play it on your phone, you can play it on your iPad, you can play it on a PlayStation, so you can play it on everything, your computer, and it's free. But then now I've paid $10 for it at some point. So I wonder how. So let's see. It all comes down to in-game purchases made by gamers around the world. Players exchange real cash for virtual cash, known as V-Bucks. This allows players to upgrade skins for their characters and even unlock certain rewards. So these upgrades, though, it's not like regular games where you can't go buy better performance. Okay, you can't like in a like in an NFL game, you can't like upgrade your player to be the best. You know, so then because that actually does ruin the game, because then you just have people that pay more, they're better. What's the point in playing if you go in there and you get your butt kicked because you don't pay enough money? So what's interesting is that it's only for like bells and whistles that people are paying all this money for. You don't have to pay that money, and you can still compete. And have
you just like to.
That's what, right? Isn't it?
$10 is not killing you, right?
So, but then what they do though is that they have seasons, and they have so let's read through it. They estimate, so it's Epic Games, that's the name of the company. Fortnite generated nearly $296 million just in April.
1 month.
Just in April.
They're saying this company took in $3.5 billion in the year.
Well, no. If you multiply it by 12, that's all. If they're just doing the number was they specialized in video games. They put it, and that's just an estimate too. Okay, so they're all estimates. I believe that's not a public company. That's why I was surprised when it was Activision. They could be up, you know, it's billions, and either way, it's hundreds of millions, if not billions, right? It's an amazing number. So it's jumping into the esports scene. Said that
prize pools?
Yeah, 100 million in esports prize pools for Fortnite. I mean, that's nothing when you think about that they take in. I mean, that's 10 days of revenue for that.
Sure. Now, is esports, is that going to be like the beginning of gambling on games, or is esports something that's already out there?
It's something that's already out there.
Okay.
I mean, they have competitions for who's the best gamer. They've had them for a long time. Like South Korea is the biggest field out there, you know, in terms of gamers. And it's becoming bigger in America as well. Even Las Vegas is doing some kind of e-gaming type stuff.
So that's called esports. No, I get it now. That's the big, you know, the
it's professional
conventions,
right? Exactly. You know, where these people, and they're huge on Twitch, right? I mean, that's where those guys, you know, that's where this is helped take off. But it's interesting, and that's what I wanted to read about. And so this is a very superficial view of it, but that's what I was going to say, because even though these upgrades don't give players a competitive edge, that hasn't stopped them spending hundreds of millions of dollars on them. So I believe they have somewhere like 50 million players, though. Wow. So you can see how it doesn't take much. And I don't know who's spending more than like $10, because I think $10 is basically the basic, that it gives you like all this stuff, you know, all this, like you can change your outfit, you can earn rewards for other outfits faster, you can do all this stuff. And like you said, if you're actually enjoying it, right?
Yeah, you want to look good.
It's an enjoyment. It's a fun. It's a fun enjoyment. You know, I spend $5 on a coffee at Starbucks. Guess what? For the amount of hours I've spent, it was worth it for $10.
Yeah.
But the thing that's crazy is you can go spend $100. You can spend $200. So I wonder who's deep in the rabbit hole there. But it's interesting when you look at that. This is how gaming is now making billions. They're no longer selling games at $60 a pop that you have forever, because that revenue is never going to run out. Like in a year, people will be playing that, and they still might have to pay, because what they do is they reset a season. They'll have a season of it. And then it'll be like next season. And the $10 you paid for last one.
There's new colors, there's new outfits, skins.
You got how it goes, exactly.
Wow.
So pretty interesting, and I used to be really big into video games. My time is a little bit tighter these days, but it is amusing. And the other thing that's very cool about it is that you can play with your friends everywhere. And that's been around for a while, but you see how that's the generational deal.
So you know who they are, right?
Well, Eddie, Eve, you know, our friends.
And can you guys get together and attack other people?
We can,
Oh, interesting.
So you can either play the real battle of the game is it's a 100-person free-for-all. So who ends up on the top? And there's just this big map. They drop you all basically in wherever you want to be. And then it's last person standing. And what happens is the map shrinks. So they force you to get together. So it can't be like this 15-hour where you can just hide, you know. The map is just shrinking. So eventually you end up, you have to like fight with each other, you know.
Yeah,
and so you can do solo, which is 100-man all for yourself, or you can do a duo, which is 2-man teams.
Okay.
And there's 50 2-man teams. Yeah. Or you can do a 4-person team.
It's 25.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Isn't that cool? Yeah. So I finally had to try it out, and it is a cool game. I mean, I've been hearing about it, seeing about it everywhere on the internet, and you can see. So that's where. So what they do is you get to drop down, and so you see everybody flying.
Yes.
So they drop you over. There's a plane that flies over the map, and you get to pick where you parachute out, and then that's where you land on the map, and then you run around and pick up your weapons. Pretty interesting, but billions of dollars.
Money.
I just thought it was interesting in terms of how that gaming, because what. And this is where, you know, Call of Duty, I think we've all heard that name. It's just a huge name, but it's just a different game business model, which is the interesting.
Well, you know what's amazing is that, and you know, when Tommy was up in Nashville running the radio station, we had the radio station up there, and the year before that you were up there, right? When Todd was there, we had a manager there. And what happened, folks, is that, so this is really going back, 1998 probably, right?
To be like 2000, 2001, maybe 2002, somewhere right there.
So check this out, folks. So what ends up happening is that one of the guys that was interning for Todd, which was our manager up there, he was a big gamer. Well, one of these big public companies, right? They got him and his friends, and I remember we went down to the place. They set up a whole floor in Nashua. Right, and that kid was like 14 at that time, right?
Okay.
And that was the new deal, and I'm looking, I'm saying to myself, this is amazing. It's a public company turn, and now you can see this many that they knew. Well, they were big then, but
no, I hear you.
The amount of money that they put into it
to capitalize off of,
and his job was only just
to game, right?
To game and show us what you want. Sure. And they had a whole room. I walked in the room. The room was totally dark. You know, cool lights.
Basically, product testing.
Yeah. Well, I think that they would product test and plus tell them what they'd like to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you can imagine.
I mean, pretty remarkable to the tune of billions. But you figure it out, man. You got 40 to 50 million people playing on your game. But it's just very intriguing because there's so many apps out there. There's so many free games on your phone these days, right?
Right.
And how do you become the one game that leaps and bounds? But you know what? You have some good programming, you have a good game, and you get it done, and next thing you know, you're pulling in billions a year.
Amazing.
It is.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We got a flat market out here, folks. You get the Dow down 5, Nasdaq's up 24, S&Ps are up 2. Down 2, we get gold down $1.60, silver's off 11 cents. Notes and bonds of the story, and King Dollar. King Dollar's up by half a penny, 4.29. Coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Memorial Day weekend. Bottom line is that a lot of us are going to be on the road using some gas and oil. Basically, oil has come off those highs, and you get some juice off these highs.
Quite a daily chart, right? In terms of down $2.32 today, and even yesterday, I was saying we're up at 72. Look at that high, 72 on the dot yesterday, and we're approaching 68. Almost a $4 decline in the span of 48 hours.
And that brought us back. This was intriguing, too, and this always happens. It's like, okay, and, you know, 12 hours, you're back to April 19th.
Right, over a month.
Well, let's look at the gasoline market, because
can we jump to the news behind that?
Sure,
So I pulled up, don't worry, we're good. I got it right there.
Okay.
So, and this is coming off, right? So this is kind of what's putting a little bit of fuel, no pun intended, to the downside in terms of OPEC and its allies are likely to gradually revive oil output in the second half of the year to ease consumer anxiety as prices trade near $80. So they might be squeezing that market a little too much that they realize, right? So the Saudi comments echoed by Russia mark a major shift in the alliance they forged in 2016 to end the global oil glut. While the producers were determined just a month ago to keep supply restrained and boost prices, they're now changing course as oil surged to a 3-year high, puts a strain on global economy, draws political heat from major consumers, notably the U.S. So we'll see how that shakes out. They want higher prices for sure. They just don't want to create an uproar in the process.
Right, and they don't want to send the economies of the world into a recession, because then as soon as, what you have, as soon as people hold their cash, that's how a recession starts. So people are using their cash, and you know, if they keep going round and round, it's okay. But bottom line is that once people say, okay, I'm getting paranoid, I'm going to hold my cash, then it just comes full circle. So gasoline, let's go look at gasoline.
I don't think you clicked on the right one there. There you go.
218. So look at that, 4 pennies in one day.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
It would make sense,
so
right? Big 2 days in a row.
At 228. We're 218.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how this baby shakes out. Let me see what this is. Yeah, this is light volume though, man. Okay, so yeah, this can get to 215, but bottom line is that doesn't look like that thing's done just yet.
And what's intriguing is just if you get all the way back to April 19th, you'd be down there at 207, which is interesting, which is where we're at in oil.
Yeah, and what is happening is that the equities are getting hit. The XLE got hit right away. Look at that thing. They're just the XLE was trying to make it over its high of January. That's 78.39. You made it over there on Tuesday and then just gave it up.
Yeah.
So that's still going to stay under consolidation. These oil stocks, they love to consolidate. Well, stocks consolidate in general, but oil, for some reason, does wide consolidations. I mean, look at ExxonMobil.
Some volatility.
Isn't it? And that's So Exxon's down from 82 to 78, 4 points in one day. Some of these equities, when they have so many shares outstanding, they have 4.2 billion shares outstanding. Now $4, right?
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Definitely.
Let's go take a look at see what is happening out here in the higher volume equities. So GE, that's down 11 cents. No big deal. The Gap is $4. Foot Locker is up 6. We talked about that. The rest of them are kind of laying out here, right?
How about Transocean? That's a big move.
Yeah,
down
right.
75 cents. Only talking about a $13 stock, man.
Yeah. So Transocean specializes in offshore monster, miles down rigs. That's their deal. Deep water. That's the I was looking for. So the low for the year is $7. The high is 14. What has happened with this company is that since fracking start, this thing, when you take a look at this, you're going to see how it got smoked. Isn't this amazing? You talk about a change of industry, folks. We were at, what year is that?
2008, yeah.
2008, $163.
Yeah.
And it has to do, bottom line is that, yeah, there's still plenty of oil deep in the ocean, but guess what? Those rigs cost so much money per day.
Yeah, they need oil at a high price for that to become economically feasible.
They need shale oil to stop.
Sure.
That's their. I mean, look at that thing.
Yeah.
This is here. If I bring this back even further, watch this. Now, this is always a volatile stock. I'll bring it back 50 years. But you can see volatility in the 2000s. Yeah, we'd go from $20 to 69, back to 19. If I bring this back, in 1994, we're still at $8, right?
Yeah.
Now you're back to 1984 prices.
Yep.
94 prices. That's crazy, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of energy sources available that you don't have to go thousands of meters below the sea to the Earth's crust.
Right. And we'll see how much that between the electric cars, what they will end up doing, to the
entire oil market, right?
Oh, here,
entire
look at this.
Market.
This is a beauty, folks. This is. Let me get this. This is about Bitcoin. Bitcoin mining. Oh, I hope this thing is up here. I just had it.
Right there.
Right there?
Top. There you go.
Yeah,
right.
So check this out. So there's a crypto mining machine in every home. This is Caracas, Venezuela. Listen to this. This is a crazy story. Crypto fever may have cooled across much of the globe, but don't tell that to folks here in Caracas. They're mining coins like crazy. But listen how sad this is. One buddy of mine who works in advertising bought a machine, set it up in his home, and told his 20-year-old son to run it 24/7. They're grinding out $6 a day. A day, that's it. Okay,
wow, that's everything's context in terms of what's the average person making in Caracas.
That's big money.
Yeah,
$500 a month in Caracas, folks. Basically, will not. You're not going to be rich, but you're not going to be poor. Let's see. Another friend unemployment programmer installed in his apartment. The darn thing was so loud, though, the neighbors complained until they moved out.
So this is where it gets really interesting, right? Heck, even $6 a day is half decent money in a country mirrored in horrific economic depression. But one of the keys is that electricity, while spotty, is basically free.
Exactly.
A result of an odd combination of hyperinflation and government-mandated utility price freezes. Because that's what you hear about so often on these miners, that the costs to mine a Bitcoin are...
It's huge.
Yeah. But not when you have government electricity mandated at a price.
When it works.
Yeah, right, I'm sure. A key aspect of the adaptation is managing some way, somehow, to set up a steady flow of revenue in dollars or some other foreign currency because of what's going on there, right? So cryptocurrency being one. It's the only way to keep up with inflation that Bloomberg estimates running around 16,000% a year. A family of 4 can live reasonably well in Caracas on $500 a month. So there you go. You got a computer in your living room, pumping out $6 a day times 30, there's your $180 extra. So, as a family, you only have to earn about $320 now to have a decent living there.
Okay, so, and I want to get this in. So if it's not crypto mining, it's programming services for overseas companies playing online fantasy games. That last segment is booming. It's odd to see. Remittances were always something that powered other economies in the region, such as Honduras, El Salvador, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. free spin and no ignition. I cut my teeth in a young.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I get a little lost in that last one. But I think they're just talking about how they're turning to services, computer services, anything with the ability to have free electricity, and they have their computer supplement their income.
$500.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. And so as we're kicking into the summer, Netflix, NFLX, this baby looks like it's just kicking into high gear, right?
Not stopping, for sure.
It's pretty amazing, man.
Quite a run, man.
Yeah, yesterday...
Since they start the year off, we're 200, under 200. We're 350 now. Pretty remarkable.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's
as if Netflix wasn't already a great company in December.
Right.
We're almost 100% up from where we were then.
Right.
Yeah.
Market cap, $152 billion, right?
Yeah, so
Wow.
yesterday I was commenting on some of the updates. They became the biggest valued media company in the world. I mean, Disney, I believe, is at about $151 billion yesterday. They're at $152. And it was really intriguing to see when you put their prices on a chart, Netflix compared to Disney, and it was compared to one other company. Comcast, I believe. Yeah. Just in terms of this year alone, Comcast so much higher, Disney so much higher, and then just two converging with those two dropping, Netflix rising. I mean, they had a huge gap on them, and Netflix made it up in no time.
Well, it's such a better deal. No commercials. You know, you're paying $11, $12, whatever that is. It's like, and there's so many programs.
I agree.
Right?
It's not apples to apples though, right? I mean, in terms of, you know, you have ESPN over there that you can't replicate. You have, you know, the movie industry taking in $1 billion for some of their movies in a weekend practically, which isn't the Netflix business model. But I agree, man. I mean, the Netflix, if you use their product, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's very inexpensive.
Which you can't say the same thing about cable companies these days. You know, if you use your cable, it's well worth it. Well, not really.
No,
you know, I mean,
no. Between paying for it and listening to the commercials.
That's you know, yeah, right. And you're not accessing. Well, how many channels do you really watch? Right.
Right.
So
not a lot. Not
a
lot. Stay right there, folks. We got swim lessons coming up next, and then your man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes. I'll be back this afternoon. Don't forget about Tiger Dollars, folks. Have a great weekend. Be safe.
That's right. Pal. Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.